guys, and welcome back to Reading Club. So today, I'm going to start a new book. It's called Daisy and the Trouble with Sports Day, and I'm going to read you Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Chapter 1. The trouble with Sports Day is everyone in my school wants to win. If children didn't want to win so much, then I would never have had to go into Olympic training. Winning a race on Sports Day can be really difficult, especially if there are other people in the race. Double especially if the other people in the race are really fast runners. Triply especially if your mom won't buy you a new pair of trainers, and fourply especially if she won't even buy you a new headband. Athletes on the telly say that if you want to come first in a race, then you have to get into the zone. The only zone I ended up in after Sports Day was the headmaster's office, which isn't my fault. Chapter 2. It was nearly 2 weeks ago when our Sports Day was announced. We were in Monday morning assembly, and the whole school had just got told off by Mr. Cupford for being too chatty and fidgety. Mr. Cupford is our new headmaster. He's really cool, unless you're being told off, but he looked even cooler that morning because instead of wearing a gray suit like he normally does, he was wearing a red tracksuit and white trainers. Plus, he had a whistle around his neck. The trouble with whistles is as soon as you see one hanging around a headmaster's neck, it makes you want to chat and fidget, especially if the whistle is a sports whistle. I think to start off with, Mr. Cupford was going to save his special Sports Day announcement until after he had given us our thought for the week. But when our chatting and fidgeting got out of control, he decided to do the Sports Day announcement first. Second, actually. First, he had to blow his whistle really loudly. The trouble with blowing sports whistle really loudly is it makes you jump, especially if you're in an assembly hall that echoes. As soon as the assembly hall went quiet, Mr. Cupford went straight on with his special Sports Day announcement. He said our Sports Day would be happening in just over a week's time and that our parents were allowed to come and watch us do our races. Then things got even more exciting because instead of making us sing a song about Jesus, Mr. Cupford held up the Sports Day Cup. The Sports Day Cup is given to the house that wins the most points at the end of all of the races. There are 4 houses in our school. All of them are named after types of pasta. I'm in tagliatelle and Gabby is in fettuccine. The ones we're not in are penne and linguine. The trouble with pastas is that when you see them written down, you don't know how to say them because they're in Italian. The proper Italian way to say tagliatelle is tagliatelle, except everyone in my school says tagliatelle instead. The proper Italian way to say fettuccine is fettuccine, except most people in my school have changed it a little bit to fettuccine. If you're Italian and you're saying penne, you're meant to say penne. Some people in my school say penny, but me and Gabby say it the proper Italian way. And the exactly right Italian way to say linguine is linguine, which is the way absolutely everyone in my school says it, even Jack Beachwhistle. If you ask me, having Italian-sounding house names is a really good idea, because it means if you ever go abroad, you are able to speak the language. Especially if you go to a restaurant and you want pasta. After Mr. Cupford had done his Sports Day announcement, he gave us our thought for the week. Our thought for the week was, silence is golden, so let's go for gold. The trouble with thoughts for the week is sometimes they can be a bit confusing. I mean, I never knew silence was golden. In fact, I never knew silence was the color of anything at all. Because it's the sound and not an actual thing. Except it isn't, because silence can't be a sound. Because it's the sound of no sound. Which means It's the sound of nothing, which is nothing. So it must be the color of nothing, which is nothing. When we got back to our classroom, I asked Gabby what color she thought silence was. But when she closed her eyes and listened to the silence really carefully, it looked black, not golden. So I closed my eyes and listened really hard, and she was right. Except when I scrunched my eyes up really tight, the silence I was listening to stopped being the color of black and started being the color of black with little white dots, not golden. So we asked some of our friends what color they thought silence was. Sanjay Lepore said he thought silence was purple with green stripes. Melanie Simpson said she thought silence was sky blue pink. And Vicky Caro said she thought silence was the color of whale custard. That's the trouble with Vicky Caro. She's always saying things that are silly. In the end, everyone decided to ignore the first half of Mr. Cutford's thought for the week and just concentrate on the second half instead. After all, everybody knows what go for gold means. It means do everything you can to win, 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 win. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed my readings of it, and if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club. So I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody!